Hello, a very warm welcome to a demo session of test automation using Selenium. Software Testing Help is a decade-old organization which was started by Mr. Vijay. The organization was initially started as a blog but is currently one of the most visited top testing portals. It has also ventured into trainings and live projects related to software testing. My name is Pallavi Sharma and I have 7 years of experience in the field of software testing in both functional and non-functional testing. I also hold 2 provisional patents for the development of a test automation framework. Let us understand who is the audience for this course. The audience is the people who have done their basic course in software testing and now want to take the next step to test automation. Experienced manual testers, even developers who want to switch over to test automation field. People who want to empower themselves with the knowledge of software test automation like project managers, team leads of manual testings, etc. About the course content. This course is divided into a 7-week long schedule. In each week, we will be having 3 days and each day will be a 2-hour session. In the week 1 of the course, we will basically be covering the need of test automation. What is open source test automation? We will be looking at the most widely used open source test automation tool, Selenium. We will see and introduce Selenium IDE, record replay our scripts there, and have a look at some of the advanced features of Selenium IDE. For the week 2 to week 3, we will be learning basics of Java. We will be then moving on to data types, variables, operators to advanced Java concepts so that we have our foundation ready to start with the WebDriver from week 4 onwards. The week 4, week 5 and week 6 we will be looking at the WebDriver concepts, how to handle different elements with the WebDriver, how to handle applications which are AJAX in nature, advanced elements like web table, drop-down list, dynamic elements. We will also have a look at the page object model. And in our last week, we will be creating a hybrid framework for a live web application and implementing it. The course benefits are many. The design, it is the unique and best in the industry. The sessions are going to be held in an interactive mode. You will be receiving lots of practice sessions so that your concepts are cleared. There will also be available recorded sessions for each class in case if you have missed any class, you can catch up with the remaining of them. Our team is as well going to be available to you via email or website for you to reach out to us, just in case if you have any more questions or require discussion on any of the topics. For the demo, I'll be picking up the topic of Selenium IDE, and we will have a look at the IDE and a record replay, one of our first test scenarios. Selenium is effectively a set of tools that supports rapid development of test automation for web-based applications. It consists of 3 major components: the Selenium IDE, the WebDriver, and the Selenium Grid. Selenium has got many cool features like it supports cross-browser testing. The Selenium test can be run on multiple browsers. It also allows scripting in different languages like Java, C Hash, Ruby, Python, etc. It has also got inbuilt reporting mechanism available. Now, to procure Selenium IDE, you have to first open your Firefox browser. In the Firefox browser, we have to visit to the website www.seleniumhq.org. Once this website is open, this is basically the Bible of Selenium. We have to go on to the download section. It is also the official website maintained by the Selenium team. In the download section, we go on to the Selenium IDE and we download the latest release version. The Selenium IDE is effectively an XPI file which when downloaded gets installed directly in your Firefox as an extension. The extension can be invoked by going to Web Developer and invoking Selenium IDE option here. Now, let us try and record our very first scenario with Selenium IDE. So this is our live web application, which is the New Tours website. This website is a travel website which allows you to find flights, book them, and when we do all these actions, we come across different web elements like text boxes, radio buttons, drop downs, etc. In these scenarios, it's a very good website to practice the Selenium IDE and your test automation concepts. The scenario which we are going to pick in our record session is we are going to log into the website. Once we have logged into the website, we are going to find a flight, book the flight for the given destinations, and then eventually sign off and return back to our home page. Let us record our very first scenario. So we go on, we invoke the Selenium IDE. The Selenium IDE window comes out as a pop-up window. On your left-hand side, you have all the test cases which will be present. By default, the test case which gets opened is known as untitled. On the right-hand side, in this section, the different Selenese commands. So the commands which are captured in Selenium IDE are known as Selenese commands, come as and when we are performing each recording step. In the source, you can see the Selenese HTML table which gets generated from this particular table. Here are the different commands, the target and the value which we have put. To run all test cases in your suite, you click on playing entire test suite. To run a specific highlighted test case, we click on playing a test case. By default, the record button is enabled. Now we will begin recording of our scenario. So I put in my username as Mercury. I put in my password which is also Mercury. I click on the sign in button. As we are performing these steps, we can very well see the different commands are being captured. As you see each command, in the reference section you can see what this command does and what are the arguments which it takes and what is the explanation of these arguments. This is a quite a helpful reference. Similarly, if you go to type, you can see that it takes two arguments. One is a locator, the other is a value. Locator is basically an element on which we are going to perform the action, and the value is the value which we are going to input in here. So in this case, the locator was, we have to find an object with the name username, and our value was Mercury. Now, as the page has loaded, we will now move on to the next set of actions. Here we will be selecting round trip. We will be selecting departing from Frankfurt. We will be selecting arriving to London. And let us change our returning date to say May 1st. Rest of the things we will let it be, and we will press on the continue button. All the actions are being captured as we perform them. There are the select operations, the click and wait operations. We will let the default options remain selected. We will click on the continue button. We will provide all the mandatory fields. So we will provide a first name and a last name. We will provide a contact number. And we will click on secure purchase. So we now know that our itinerary has been booked. The steps are effectively being captured. We will click on the sign off button. We will click on the home link so that we return back to our main page. All these steps which we have just performed are effectively captured in our Selenium IDE. If you go on to the source, you can see the Celanese table or the Celanese HTML which has been formed. As you traverse different commands, you can see the reference being changed, and for each command you can find its description and the type of arguments that particular command takes. So in our Celanese table, we have some commands like open, type, click and wait, select. Now let us try and run this particular test case scenario. To do so, we go and play the current test case. As we click on playing the current test case, the command starts getting executed. The commands which are executed properly come highlighted in a light green color. In case if any of the commands fail, you will get a red line there. So we can see that we have successfully recorded our very first scenario with Selenium IDE and also replayed it back. Now let us have a look at how we can put an assert statement which help us do validations in our test case scenario. To do so, allow me to open one of our test case files. Before I do that, let me save this particular test case as, save test case as, let me call it as demo Selenium, and I click on save. Now I'm going to open a earlier recorded scenario which we call it as mchoose login logout with assertion. As we see this particular test case scenario which is recorded, we see we have a command open, type, click and wait, which we have just seen in our one of the previous scripts. We also have a command called as assert text. Now assert text, if you read in your reference file, takes argument as locator. It will basically locate the element for which you want to verify the text on, and it returns the text of the element. That's how the get text command works. Now to assert text, we basically want it to assert whether welcome Mercury tools is present on the given target location or not. If it is given, our test scenario will pass, and if it is not given, our test scenario will fail. So if our test scenario passes, that means that we were able to successfully log in and log out from our session. If our test scenario fails, means that we have not been able to successfully log off from the session. Now let us try and play this current test case. The click and wait is a very interesting command. The purpose of this command is to perform click on one of the locators and then wait for the next page to load. This helps us in giving sync to our test case scenario so that your test case which is automated, doesn't move faster than your web application. We can see that our assert statement which we have given basically for validation of proper sign off is passed and is shown in a bit darker green shade than the rest of the steps. Now let us have a look at one of our Celanese table which we see as source here. So when you save your test case file, it is effectively saved as an HTML document. Opening one of these documents, you can see that it is actually a HTML table. This is also known as a Celanese table. In your first column, you have all the commands. In the second column, it's basically the locator, which is effectively the object identification property, so that uniquely the object is found on which the action is to be performed, and these are the values which are used to be provided to these objects. Well, let us have a look at some of the general Celanese commands. We saw commands like clicking, click or click and wait. We saw commands to enter values, which is type command. We saw command select, which is used to select options from a drop-down list. And the click command again is used to click on the checkboxes and radio buttons. We will cover lot many topics on Selenium IDE, Java and Selenium WebDriver, and also create our own hybrid framework by the end of it. We will be all empowered with the knowledge of Selenium to use in our life projects. I look forward to seeing you all there in our Selenium test automation batch, which is going to be started very soon. Please do join. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.